Welcome to English 122, Section 801, Composition 2. My name is Brian Langang, and I am your instructor for this course. I wanted to give you a video overview of the course, how it works on Blackboard. Also, you can see a little picture of me and know what I look like, so I'm not just some disembodied voice and computer giving you all sorts of assignments. So welcome to the course. My picture is going to disappear for a little bit, which might be a good thing, and we'll just walk you through the course in Blackboard so you understand how it works, how I work, and we'll get you started for the class. Okay, so you will see in Blackboard, this is where you will come in. I don't do any other different type of launch page. You should hopefully see the toolbar over here. If not, there's a little arrow thing right there. So you'll see a little blue strip. You click on that. You might need to expand how large your window is. If you're using a mobile version, I do not know how that looks, so I am very sorry. I don't know if you'll have a menu like this, but this menu is useful because it takes us to several different things. Panic button, our syllabus, the assignments, which is this page right here, the course schedule, and some various links to other resources. You'll also be able to check on grades and contact me. So a quick overview. This course, I try to keep it as simple as possible. Whenever you log in, you'll be on the assignments page because that's really all that matters. What will happen is that you'll see this. This is where this video will be linked. Otherwise, we have the writing assignments. This will be fleshed out more as we go along, but it gives you a basic overview of the writing assignments for the course. Otherwise, we go by week. So if you know the date, you'll know where we are. Week 1, how it will look is that you'll see this. This will be taken directly from the syllabus course schedule, which is this right here, but it's also attached to the syllabus. But otherwise, this will be there so you can see what we're doing. It's set up by columns, the date and the week, reading assignments, and lessons. So these are things that you'll need to do. They are corresponding discussion boards for the lessons and the readings, and then whatever writing assignments that will be due. So these are things that are important that you have to do to be graded. These are things for you to be smart and knowledgeable. I will always list a series of tasks in an order in which they need to be completed, so it can be a checklist for you. So for week 1, you will see that we watch the introduction to the course video lesson, which you are currently doing, so congratulations. There's also a syllabus to view and then some questions. You'll watch a short overview of writing video lesson, complete the discussion board, read claims and support. All these things will be linked down here, so I will never leave you searching. If there is a reading assignment, it will either be from our book or it will be linked down below. So all these things that you need to know. So I have links to everything. So Critical Thinking Handbook, that is a reading assignment, some additional lessons and things like that. And maybe I'll make a little video lesson about week 1 for each week. But that's everything we need to know. The syllabus, this link will take you to the syllabus because this will be the first document you will read. It'll be right here. It's in a Word doc, but I'll also post it as a PDF. I have 4 videos. I tried to make this shorter, but it's actually quite long. First video is about 14 minutes. This is about 12 minutes, and then these 2 are gradually shorter. So I overview the assignments and the policies if you need further explanation. I do recommend you watch the grading of assignments because they do talk about the rubric a little bit and talking about the assignment schedule because I do explain how we look at the course schedule, which is listed right here again. So all the major due dates will be right in here. I'll explain that in that video of the syllabus. Otherwise, we have other reading assignments, supplemental resources, Critical Thinking Handbook, which is a PDF you can download or just open up. Our textbook, I might refer to this. Sometimes you use this in Comp 1, but sometimes we might refer to our textbook, The Word on College and Reading and Writing. In addition, we might link you to our Little Seagull Handbook. We have some things for you to look at in there. I'm going to flip back to me. Here we are. So this is the Little Seagull Handbook. I have a blue version because I don't have the exercises, but it's 3rd edition, so make sure you look at that. That's important because of MLA materials. I do not have the other book with me, the Where Am I Giving? That's at my home. So you'll need that. Those are the only 2 physical books that you'll need. Otherwise, in here you'll be able to check your grades, and you can click on the faculty info to email me, but you are also able to use in tools, there's an email section. I'll make sure I put an email link for you so you can email your classmates if you need to. Since I'm in an instructor view, it's giving me a different view than you will probably have. Otherwise, I want to emphasize the panic button. This is at the very top. So if something completely F's up and gets messed up and all sorts of stuff like that, you can look at this. This will help you out. But really, just email me. Send me some form of contact. So this talks about absences. This is an online class, so it's not really that big of a deal. But an online class, this is a good idea for what you need to do anyway. For any class, how do you communicate with the instructor? I have some, how do you phrase some general questions, that sort of stuff, but also how do you ask about grades? That's an important thing because you want to do so tactfully and respectfully, not, hey, jerk face, why did I get an F? Instead, be respectful, explain your concern, right? Important thing is don't say I worked really hard, right? You should be working hard on these things. No one's ever going to say, hey, I didn't really try, I didn't really care about the assignment, but could you give me an A? I imagine the opposite, right? Don't say that someone else, your high school teacher, your mom, you looked at your paper and said it was really good and deserved an A. Don't complain about fairness, right? It's just not fair that I got an F on this paper. I don't really expect you to get Fs, but these are extreme scenarios. It's not fair that I got an F and when I don't like Fs, right? It's not really about fairness. It's about explaining things. So, or don't beg or plead that you need a higher grade because of some outside commitment. My mom's going to beat me. Oh, if your mom's going to beat you for getting an F, that's a bigger problem. We should actually address that, but because that's abuse. And it's particularly problematic if you're 35 and living at home. Maybe she's just trying to get you out of the house. But if there's other consequences for your grading, well, we should plan ahead. So if you have problems, if you are a notoriously bad procrastinator, we should, nip that in the bud early on and try to figure out how to do things. So what happens when you miss an assignment or have a late assignment? Everything will have a due date. There is a calendar function in Blackboard. I don't remember how to get to that, but there's a calendar. It should have all those sorts of things. So we look at the grade book. Everything will be due. The way I have things set up in assignments is everything that is due this week is due this week. I'll be posting the assignments usually a week before. You'll know when they're posted because you should get a notification. And we'll go into the Blackboard menu to look at the notifications and how all that works. But these are important things. But really, you should have a question, contact me because sometimes stuff happens. I've included this. This is from my Comp 1 class, but this is basically advice from, it's good how to succeed in school anyway. So those are some of the basic things about this course. Let me get into the main Blackboard menu. You'll have a calendar function over here. Again, this will look at some things. You can also look at, I think, your grades, and there's some other tools. I think you can, not that. Then you have your institution page somewhere around here. It will allow you to look at your notifications. So notifications. What notifications do you get? All that sort of stuff. So you can adjust these settings and you can receive more or less notifications. Otherwise, that's how this course is going to work. You're going to just start out with week 1 and start doing those assignments. I have discussion boards and all sorts of fun stuff. So explore the class. Let me know if you have questions. Thank you.